I've just recently discovered that manifestation can be very easy, and you can use very small and simple daily experiences to actually really fall into that space of abundance and attracting what you want and what you need in your life. But it does require some level of practice. It requires really going into the smallest things and feeling like you've already attracted the biggest things possible. So I'm going to explain in 5 points how I've been going through this in my own personal life, and how you can apply it too. So I am part of a free cycle group, and I feel like it's such a gift. So when I say free cycle, it's basically people giving and taking things for free and exchanging. And what I've noticed is I've learned a lot more about abundance without even trying through that group. So here's the first point that I really learned, and I'm practicing a lot, and it's working really. There's a knowing. There's a knowing when something is already mine. Now, I'm not trying to make anything mine. Let's say somebody's giving something away. I'm not trying to make it mine, but there is a internal knowing that I've already manifested, or it's already there in my field, in my vortex, in my aura, if you want to call it. There's many ways to interpret that. So it's basically the energetic space around you. It's like there's particles of things that already exist. So the first experience I had of this was there was a contest, and this was, I think it was last year or earlier this year, and I entered this contest, part of this group, and I just had this feeling that whatever, like, it was already mine. Like it's something I already won. But I wasn't trying to win. I simply non-attached, put my name, and then I was messaged saying I won, and there were at least maybe 50 to 100 other people. So it's very low chance, but somehow I felt it in my energy that I won. And there is a vibration that was already in the knowing, okay? So that is really important in part of manifesting. There's a knowing, and it's not a forced knowing. It's just a natural knowing. It's a calm state of knowing that you have already drawn in what it is that is meant to be yours. It's just there, okay? So the second point that I want to share is that you have already experienced this thing, this situation, or this object, or whatever it is, this person. You've already experienced it in your imagination, and you've already tried it on. So what does that mean? You have already felt it, what it is to be in that, what it is to have it. And you're not trying to get it. You're not trying to do anything. You've naturally felt it. So either you've pictured it and it's already there, and it's something that's been in your vortex, in your aura, in your consciousness for a long time. So an example would be imagining a home that you want and visiting a friend who has a very similar home that you would definitely want in your life, and you happen to go there feeling like it's your own. You're not trying, you're in the energy of, oh, this is my space, like this is kind of cool, this is exactly what I want, and I'm here. And it's like you've already embodied it by being there. So a few examples of my own from this group is just, one was like when I make these videos, sometimes my lighting is not great. So I've always had this idea for like maybe a year or so. I need one of those lights, those circular lights that, help even out the tone when you're doing a video. And I never thought to buy it, but I just felt like I'm gonna have it, but I don't know when or how. And then one day someone was giving it away, and I just had it all of a sudden. Like, I went to pick it up and it was mine, and I said, huh, that's interesting, because I never thought to go buy one myself, but somehow it was always in my consciousness as if it was already there, although I never tried to get it, okay? And the other thing was, this one actually just happened today, which was like a phone charger, which I got a new phone, and I now learned about like this way to charge your phone without plugging it. It's just like a stand, right? Didn't know about this. It's like I'm behind in technology. But the more I got to see it, the more I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get one of those. Oh yeah, I'm going to get one of those. Somehow I'm going to get one of those. But I never looked into buying one. And then suddenly me and like maybe 7 or 8 other people posted that we were interested in this one that was being given away. And as I posted it, I felt it was already mine somehow. And then I was chosen for it. So it's very interesting. It's happening over and over again, where it's already done. It's already there. Both of those things were floating in my aura, my consciousness, but there was never a thought of actually physically going and purchasing it. And then suddenly the thing appears in front of you and it's there. So that's the next thing, was just having experienced something and it's already there, and then it shows up, okay? The third thing is letting go of the outcomes. So this is really important, because when you plant the seed, or let's say, for the example, this group, you post your comment saying, I'm interested, you have to let go of the outcome, because what's happening is when you release the attachment to the outcome, you will just kind of be more in a free flow. The universe will hear you. If you're desperate, if you are needy, the universe will respond with that desperation, meaning it'll feel that you are in a lacking state. So any desperation, any kind of like, I need this, I want this, I want this, I want this, it's like you're saying, I don't have it. And so the universe will reply with, okay, well then you don't have it, right? So I've noticed this many times, even just observing people's energies in these groups where, you know, they really, really desperately want something, and then they're not chosen for it because their energy is too much in a grasping state, very attached, very needy. Then if you just let it go and know that if it's meant to be, it will be, you're not attached to the outcome, you're more likely to draw the things in, be more abundant, because you're not sending out that energy that you are lacking something. Okay? So yes, so that is that's the third point, okay? The fourth point is when you do receive, okay, when you get what you want, when it shows up, you have to use gratitude. And when I say you have to, it's really important. Like, if you can be in a huge state of gratitude for what you have received. So let's say it's just, like I said, like a little phone charger, some kind of charge, you know, anything, a little object, a little thing I won in that contest. When I won, I felt like I won the lottery. And I wasn't trying to do that. So now I've tapped into this manifestation state where I'm not even trying to pretend here that, oh, this little thing, it's like $1 million. Wow, I'm so excited. I mean, you may have to start that way. You may have to start by physically, like, really thinking that way. But what I'm saying is eventually you get into this state of pure gratitude where this little thing, it's like $1 million. I'm just comparing it to something that people think is a huge big deal, right? Like, or, you know, you've won a house or something like that. It's like I am telling the universe, I'm like, wow, thank you so much for this thing. It feels like it's expanding my life, like it's fulfilling my life in a huge way. Like what a gift that I was chosen to receive this. And when you are in the state of abundance, as if you just won the $1 million, no matter what has been gifted to you, the universe will feel, or the universe or your higher self or, spirit or conscious, like everything that is surrounding you, you will be putting out that vibration, which will give off that, like, I am abundant. I'm already there. And there is an easier, what is it? It's like an easier flow of energy towards you because you have already accepted that you are in an abundant state with anything that you have already, with anything that you're given. And the fifth point I want to make is that, which is also really important being part of this group, and I've learned it, is that giving freely without attachment to the value of what you're giving and not comparing. Like, so for example, I could give away, I don't know, a very expensive piece of jewelry, or some people give away electronics that are brand new and very expensive. And the thing is, if you just remember, it is just a thing. It is a material object that has been given the physical value of something like money. If you can release that attachment to what it's worth and just give freely with trust, you will receive 10 times that in return. I'm just giving an example, 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. Once you release the attachment to what you're giving, you will learn really how to let go of the physical things that don't serve you. And not only physically, but emotionally and spiritually, things will be released, whatever isn't serving you. The more you learn to let go, and then the more space, obviously, the more space you create to attract what it is that you deserve, need, want, and it'll just come to you more easily. So release the attachment to what you are giving. Release the attachment to the value of what you're giving. Give in abundance, and don't worry, because when you die, you're not going to be able to take anything with you anyways. So what's the point of worrying about what you're giving? Just give. Okay? So just to review those points, the first one is you're in a knowing that something is already yours. 2, you've experienced it and felt it and embodied this experience, this thing, this object, this person in your imagination. You've tried it on. It's already in your vortex, in your aura. Once you've planted the seed, number 3, once you've planted the seed, you've let go of the outcome. Non-attachment, that's it. Let it go. When you do receive, you receive with this number 4, gratitude. Like as if that little thing is actually a huge thing. And number 5, give freely without attaching any value to what you're giving. Just give, and it'll come back to you 10 times or more. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, please click like. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And please look out for more videos like this and about healing, yoga, meditation. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now.